Hi children, today we're going to start our new numeracy unit on division. Today's learning objective is to complete the written method for short division. It'll be really helpful if you know your multiplication facts and, more importantly, the inverse, the opposite to your division facts. And by the end of the lesson, you'll be able to use the bus stop written method to calculate short division. First of all, let me quickly remind you of the other division methods that you've already learnt. Division is sharing. So, 12 divided by 2 means sharing 12 into 2 equal amounts. You have the 2 circles, and that means that there are 6 in each. This diagram is a pictorial method, and now we need to learn a good way of writing it down. And division as grouping is another method that you should be quite familiar with. Another pictorial method where you actually make groups of 2. It's the same sum. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. But this time we had to find out how many groups of 2 we could fit into 12. And of course, the answer is 6 again. Another way of doing division as grouping is on a number line. In this example, 20 divided by 5 has been shown as jumps of 5 along a number line, stopping at 20 and then counting the jumps. So, how many 5s in 20? And the answer is 4 because there are 4 jumps. Do you recall seeing this symbol before? This is the symbol used to complete the written method for short division, and it's sometimes known as the bus stop method. I think that's probably because it looks a little bit like a bus shelter. On the next slide, I'll show you how to set it out. "68 divided by 2. So, first of all you draw your bus stop and then you put the 68 inside the bus stop. Remember to keep your digits in the correct columns. And then you're dividing by 2, so you put the number that you're dividing by on the outside of the little bus stop. Now you're going to partition the 10s and the 1s in your head. So, how many 2s in 6 10s? The easiest way of doing that is calculating how many 2s in 6, which 3 2s are 6, so the answer is 3. And because you're putting it in the 10s column, it actually represents 30. Then we'll work out the 1s. How many 2s in 8? And of course, if you know your 2 times table, you'll know that there are 4 2s in 8. So the answer is 34. 68 divided by 2 equals 34. Have you noticed something there as well? If you're dividing a number by 2, can you see what you're doing to it? You're actually halving it, aren't you? Half of 68 is 34. And another one, 69 divided by 3. So, put the 69 inside the bus stop, put the 3 on the outside because that's what you're dividing by, and how many 3s in 6? 2. How many 3s in 9? 3. So the answer is 23. Even though you've calculated how many 3s are there in 6 for the written method, you're actually calculating how many 3s are there in 60, to which of course the answer is 20. But because the 2 is in the 10s column, it represents 20 anyway, doesn't it? And now one last example before you have a go yourself. 86 divided by 2. So that's 86 in the bus stop. That's 2 on the outside of the bus stop. How many 2s in 8? 4. Write that above in the tens column. How many 2s in 6? That's 3. Write that above in the ones column. So 86 divided by 2 equals 43. And now I'd like you to pause the video, take a piece of squared paper and a pencil from your home learning pack and have a go at the 6 sums on the right. I'll check your answers on the next slide. Good luck! How did you get on? Pause the video again and we'll check your answers. The first one, 48 divided by 4, and the answer to that one was 12. Then, if you go across the page to the next one, 93 divided by 3 equals 31. Then we have 66 divided by 6 equals 11. Then 84 divided by 4 equals 21. Then 55 divided by 5 equals 11. And 99 divided by 3 equals 33. Did you get all of those right? So, did you know your multiplication and division facts well enough to be able to do those nice and quickly? And do you think you're confident using the bus stop written method now? Tomorrow we're going to make it a little more complicated and we're going to do it with some remainders, but I'm sure you'll be great. And finally, don't forget to share your work with us in school, either by WhatsApp or by email, or if you've done it on paper, you can drop it into the post box and somebody in the office will make sure it gets to me. Bye for now.